Hello, everyone. I'm Joseph Brown, and this is Defense Choice. Today, we're going to talk about gun control. Gun control is in the news again, and the reason for that is that violent crime is on the rise. I hear people saying we need to get rid of the evil guns. Well, how can guns be evil? Are guns living creatures? Do guns have souls? The answer is no. Guns aren't evil, but people can be evil, and people can use guns in an evil manner. But guns themselves are not evil. The whole concept of gun control is really ridiculous. Guns aren't out of control. So, how can you control the guns? Well, it's the people behind the guns who are out of control. Guns don't need to be controlled. The people do. Their behavior needs to be controlled. And that runs very deep. That's another topic altogether. But let's talk about this whole concept of gun control. If you take guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens, are the criminals going to give up their guns? No. Are you ever going to find all of the guns in America to get them under control? No. There are millions of guns out there. Many people have hidden guns and buried guns under the ground and put them in secret bunkers and things like that. You'll never find and control all the guns. So that concept in itself is ridiculous. Are gun manufacturers going to stop making and selling them? No. You can put restrictions on the purchase of guns, but who are you really hurting with your restrictions? You're hurting people like me, the law-abiding citizens, who have them to protect themselves and to protect their families. Without guns, who's going to stop the criminals? Are the police or the military going to be in your homes waiting for the criminals? In your cars waiting for the criminals? In your place of business? Following you around everywhere you go, waiting for the criminals? No, we don't have enough law enforcement to cover all of that. We don't have enough military to do that. And if we did, would you really want to live like that? Guns are actually tools. That's right. They're just tools. I have some things off camera here. Let me give you an example. This is just a common letter opener. It's a tool. Its intended purpose is to open mail. Harmless with its intended purpose. But what if I change that purpose and turn it into a weapon? Now it can be used to do harm to a person, even take a person's life. But that's just a letter opener. Here I have something very common to everyone, a hammer, used in construction. How many times have you heard about a hammer being used to commit a crime, to smash a window, to do harm to someone, even kill someone? It happens quite often. Even a rock, a brick, people use those to smash windows or to hit people with them. Weapons are weapons. They're not evil. Tools are tools. They're not evil. People can use them for evil purposes, but it's the person who is behind the evil, not the weapon. If you could control guns, what would that do to America? Well, let's think about that for a minute. America is known for being a country that is armed. where it's not only is its military and law enforcement armed, but its citizens are armed. Do you think that terrorists take that into consideration? Of course they do. Terrorists are just like common thugs taken to the extreme. They look for an easier target, not a hard one, not a difficult target. Americans would be difficult to overthrow, to take over, because Americans are armed, and Americans by themselves can defend themselves. Not to mention all of the law enforcement and military force that we have. So if you try to control guns, you would be controlling the law-abiding citizens who have the guns to protect themselves. You wouldn't be controlling guns. You wouldn't be controlling criminals either. Before we had guns, people were committing crimes. They were fashioning tools to use as weapons to commit their crimes. Let's take, for instance, people in prison. They get very creative. They use things like toothbrushes and scrape the end of it until it becomes a fine point. And then they use those as weapons. Same thing with a piece of wire or a piece of metal. They'll take it and scrape it on the brick or on concrete until it has a sharp edge, and they use it as a weapon. These people are locked up in prison. They are already criminals in our system, but they come up with creative ways to make weapons. And they use those weapons to injure and kill others in prison. Let's think about this. By the very nature of the word criminal, what does that mean? Well, a criminal is a person who has committed a crime. That commission of the crime is a violation of law. If you create laws that inhibit the law-abiding citizens, do you think criminals are going to abide by those laws? No. They're criminals because they broke the law, and they'll just break that law too. Let's use common sense in this whole thing. We're politicizing it and turning it into legal battles every year, wasting millions of dollars and thousands upon thousands of man hours trying to control guns. Guns are not the problem. The people are. This has been a Defense Choice educational moment. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.